Hi everyone. So during our channel rebrand video, I said that when it came to airsoft, I would talk not only about how I do airsoft, what my airsoft gear is, but also the biggest thing, what is airsoft to me and how I want to input that into what Wolfspear is. So, with that being said, I want to get a little personal with something when it comes to why I chose to form this team with my friends. So, growing up, I didn't really have the opportunity to be a part of most teams, conventionally speaking, within sports. And so, that being said, when I looked at this sport and realized I enjoyed it, I also took a deeper look into things, and I realized there were some things about this community, this sport, and the people inside it that needed changing, needed to be heard. And it's personal for me because I know what it's like to be the new guy on the field. I know what it's like to be the new kid in a lot of places. I know what it's like to feel judged, and I don't want people who see this team to think that we are going to make them feel that way. Because I felt that way, and I don't want to see people feel that way, especially in sports, because it's heartbreaking to watch. And so when I see Wolfspear, I'm aware of the criticisms. I'm aware of what people are going to say. But you know what? We are a team. We're a standard, and we are a community group that seeks to be welcoming to people who just want to have a good time and feel like they have a place to express an interest, to express a hobby, and feel like they belong, because that is what sports and community are, especially if they are one and the same with teams like ourselves. When I will compare this to the NFL. When I look at football season every year, I see fans wearing jerseys, and I see a team of people who trust each other, who go out, and regardless of difference, they set themselves to a goal and they get it done. Do they win all the time? No, they don't, and we're not expecting to do that with Wolfspear. But when it comes to what we are, the first thing that I want to see is I want to see that same brotherhood that football players have. I want to see it here on my team with the people left and right of me, and people that I trust, people that while I can disagree with them civilly on different things, we all enjoy a sport, we all enjoy a hobby, and that's what Wolfspear is. We're a community, pure, plain and simple. I know I've said it multiple times already, but that is the truth. That's what we hope to be. That's all we're trying to be. I don't agree with a lot of the not lesser, but more of the frustrating aspects of what airsoft can be. I've seen Reddit, I've seen TikTok comments, I've seen YouTube comments, and the way that some people talk about, other people's gear, or just in general, it's not great. And I know that unsportsmanlike conduct can be found in football, can be found in soccer, it can be found in racing, but you see these stories, well, not stories, but you see these people on these screens and in these sports and in these fields doing these different things, but the biggest piece of that is they're part of the community. They are part of a community that sets an example, and despite frustrating setbacks, despite frustrating individuals in that community. That community revolves around a thing, a goal, and it doesn't matter if you're a football player, if you're a soccer player, or a hockey player. You have a team beside you, and at the end of the day, I think wanting to be part of a team is the most human thing we can do, and that's what Wolfspear is. So I did want to come out and I did want to address this because I feel like I made that promise that I was going to address it, and I haven't made good on it until just now. And I think that that's the biggest piece of Airsoft is people. And I want to be an inspiration to that community. I want to be an example to that community. I want to be an example to people outside of the community that don't understand Airsoft, that don't think Airsoft's different from paintball, or think that we're just a bunch of guys cosplaying military costumes. We're not. We're people who, at the end of the day, we respect military, we respect history, and I honestly think that in some cases, Airsoft is one of those amazing ways to pay tribute to that, because we get to tell military veterans that what they have done and the standard that they represent has inspired people so much that they want to embody it, outside of the military, outside of a different structure, and inside a different structure, I should say. And I know that it sounds like I'm just rambling right now, but I am voicing a thought as Wolfspear's team leader and its president as an organization that I've had and I've shared with our team members, and I feel like I should share this with y'all as well, because it's an amazing thing to think about when we think about what Airsoft is and what it could be. I'm not saying we want to put Wolfspear on TV. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we want Airsoft to be taken seriously, and we want it to be a more respectful sport that people feel welcome in. That is the big picture at the end of the day. So, with that being said, again, thank you for your time, and feel free to hit that like button and subscribe.